The model number on this one is QN82Q6. I should mention too that I actually found a pretty good deal on this TV set, and I'll throw a link in the description below so you guys can check that out. So this is kind of Samsung's, it's entry level, but I don't want to say it's entry level because in my opinion, for the money, this is the best one to get. A lot of the more higher end, like the Q9 series and the Q8s, are a lot more money and you don't really get much difference between the picture, different things like that, but I'll go into that in a minute. But this is an 82-inch 4K Ultra HD set, and the picture on it is absolutely unbelievable. The bezels are super thin on it. It really just kind of looks like a picture floating on the wall. Samsung's done a great job with that. But the panel that this thing uses, and here's the thing, all the panels are exactly the same until you get into the very high-end series, which is like nearly double the price. It's not worth it at all. You get a little different HDR processor, but this still comes with an HDR processor that looks really, really good. So if you game or anything like that, it can use like the PlayStation 4's HDR settings. The contrast levels on this TV is great too. Very, very deep blacks, nice and inky looking, really, really sharp. And the nice thing too about the size you can get, it comes in several different sizes, but the nice thing about an 82-inch is when you're using 4K content, it doesn't really do you much good to get a TV that's under 55 or so inches, just because you won't really tell the difference unless you're sitting like 3 feet from the TV screen. The pixel density is so high that you really only appreciate it if you get into the 75 and 80-inch TV sets if you're sitting about 10 or so feet away. I had a movie theater projector before, and this thing just completely blows it away. You're getting much better quality as far as the picture goes. I mean, obviously a panel is going to look way, way much better than a thrown image onto a wall. Even I had a screen with paint on it and everything like that, specialized screen paint, and this is just a whole nother level. Plus with 4K, I mean, it almost looks like you're watching what's going on like out of a window. It's that impressive. But in my opinion, Samsung's panels are some of the best in the business. This one's no exception. It looks really, really good. The remote is intuitive, very easy to use. This is a 240 hertz panel too, so if you're using it for gaming or sports, it's really, really good for that. All the motion is not blurry, it's very crisp. It looks very, very good when moving quickly. This one has the new Bixby from Samsung, which is the same thing they use in their Galaxy S8 and S9 phones. Basically, it's kind of like a Siri or a Google Assistant. You can use your voice to search for content, flip through channels, ask for the weather, different things like that. So it is a nice feature to have, and it actually does work really good too. It's a very vivid display. The colors are very bright and very sharp. It does have a mode where you can change the picture. Obviously, if you want a more like matted down or not as brilliant picture, you can change it, but like for movies or something like that if you want. But for vivid content like Planet Earth 2 on this thing in 4K is just an experience. I'll leave it at that. Do yourself a favor and watch that if you get